Okay, today we're going to look at the Chimney Sweep and Stove Installer all-in-one business system. All the tools you need to grow in one place. The Chimney Sweep reminder system. 3 simple steps. 1. Update a contact field with the last Chimney Sweep date. We're going to use the Lead Connector app, or you could use the desktop app via your laptop, of course. So here's the Lead Connector on my iPhone. I'm just going to select the icon, open up the app. The app has got everything, but here I'm going to do a search for a specific contact. I'm going to search for myself as a test contact, and here we go. Here's the user interface. I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to look for the reminders. So here we come to the reminders. Obviously the reminders, there's a whole, I've divided it into basically months, and basically you just need to check a box for which month you want the customer to be reminded in, and then leave it up to the automation. The other thing you do is you just want to just select the date for the last time the chimney was swept, and then that's it. That's pretty much all you do. It's hands off from there. The automation will take over. Now let's take a look at the desktop app. So this is a desktop app, the user interface. Again, I'm just going to search for the user I want to update. Now I found the user, I'm just going to select him by clicking on there. And again, I'm going to search for the reminders. Again, exactly the same system. Same thing on the app as well as the desktop. You just choose the month that you want to have you can also click don't remind, but you just choose the month that you want the customer reminded in. In this example, I've chosen May 2025. As soon as I click on that checkbox and save it, basically the automation is in place, and the automation will wait until May 2025 before it starts sending out a series of emails and text messages that I've chosen. So this is the automation. So you can see I've created numerous automations to automate the whole Chimney Sweep business. But if I'm going to do the reminders, I'm just going to actually go search for the particular reminders, workflow automation. And here they are. I've got automations for 2024, 2025. If I select that folder, I've got one automation for each different month. If I select May 2025, this is where you do all the magic. The magic happens. Set sending emails, WhatsApps, SMSs, multiple, as many as I want, and with many different options. So the 3 steps are: 1, you can update the contact field with the last Chimney Sweep date reminded. 2, you check a box next to the corresponding month you want the customer reminded. And 3, you just let the automations do the rest. 3 very simple steps. So Samesh and his business model have completely revolutionized my business by driving customers to my website and applying an operating system that allows me to manage my business from a laptop or through the app on my phone. No concerns about appointments, customer feedback and payments. Peace of mind. Minimal admin time means more time to earn money and spend quality time with my family, as says John Bridges from Hearth and Home Services. That pretty much sums up exactly what the app does. So some additional features in the app, there's not all of them, but some of them include automated online reviews. All our reviews are automated. One messaging box for SMSs, your emails, your WhatsApps, your Facebook messages, phone calls, and voicemails. No more searching around in different apps to find that one message that you've missed. Web chat, which is this little box on your website which converts website visitors into sales, giving customers another convenient way to connect and contact your business, and it works very well. People love them. Payments. You can manage all your invoices and payments within the app integrated into your customer database. You can send invoices from within the app, you can take payments on your phone from within the app, and it's all integrated into your CRM. No more having to go to your bank to do all that stuff. You've also got missed call text back, so this saves you losing leads when somebody calls you and you can't get to the phone in time. This automatic text and emails your customers when they try and get in touch with you. Also, the CRM manages all your customers and leads in an easy-to-use customer database, the heart of your business. So you can send multiple reminders to your customers, or reminders to your customers in multiple formats. So you can send SMS, text messages through the system, automated. You can send your emails through the system, totally automated. You can send WhatsApp messages. You can send voicemails. You can actually record voicemails and send them to your customers on autopilot. Or you can send a combination of all four. Okay, so the next part of the demo is going to get a little bit more complicated, quite technical. So, if you're even easily overwhelmed by software, don't watch the next part. It's going to be quite confusing for you, because actually you will never need to worry about this. This is just going into a little bit more detail for those of you who are interested. So some people are still, I guess, thinking, why am I doing all this? Why am I making this all so complicated? Well, the main reason is that the benefits of all these automations and making this system the way it is that these basically save me hours of admin every single day. I don't come home and spend hours doing emailing or responding to inquiries or anything like that. I can do, and I probably do a bit of it, but it's still saving me hours per day. And I also do save over £1,500 per month in admin staffing costs. So no longer do I need a full-time staff member to do all my admin on a daily basis, because once the system's set up, it all just runs automatically. All I need to do is just manage it. I need to, keep in touch with what's going on, which probably would take me a maximum amount of half an hour to an hour a day of admin, just, calling the customers that I need to respond to and doing the bits that I actually want to do. Now, the system also includes, I've actually just run through the automatic reminding system, but the system's way more than just that. So it's a lot to take in on first look, but it also includes a full marketing social media planner, funnels and websites, a customer booking system, totally automated, an automatic customer payment system, review collections, automations, totally automated. All your stats and reporting on your analytics, on how many people have visited your website, how many people have purchased, how many people have done this, how many people have done that, completely integrated. Integrations with QuickBooks and a whole lot of other apps like Slack and LinkedIn and various things. Also, full newsletter marketing and emailing system, so you can email all your customers from directly within the system. You don't have to use MailChimp, etc., etc. And then also, whether you use this or not, it's got a full membership and course system. Also an affiliate system. But whether you use any of this or not, it doesn't really matter. You just use the things that are important to you, that are going to save you time. And I probably wouldn't implement all this at the same time. I'd probably just start off with, very simple. Okay, let's just get your chatbot on, or your chat widget on the website, so you can get some more, customers actually contacting you through the website. Or let's just set up like the missed call text back, and then just slowly implement these systems one at a time. Okay, we can't really go on unless we don't want to forget that another automated system is the automated certificate system. So This includes a completely automated certification system where we send certificates after the event, after the chimney sweep, as well as an automated invoicing and payment system in case you don't collect payments directly at the sweep, or maybe bigger payments. That's all automated. Okay, here we're going to go into more detail of the actual reminder. Okay, so in this section of the demo, I'm going to get a little bit more detailed into the automation itself and exactly what happens when you check the box that says Chimney Sweep Reminders May 2025. So I'm assuming that as you work through your chimney sweeps, after you finish your chimney sweep, you go to your app or you come home and you just go through the chimney sweeps that you completed and just check the box. So what does that little check do? It does a whole number of different things. So first thing we see from this automation is that the trigger for the automation is that we've checked a box called Remind May 2025. So I'm assuming that most chimney sweeps will want to remind their customers a year later from the last chimney sweep that they completed. You can have a number of different triggers. This is just one option for a trigger. And then it's going to wait 300 days. So the reason why I put in 300 days was because I want to wait until close enough to the day, because the other thing about this 300 days is that I've set it so that it will only send the message if the month is in May. So the current month is in May, so it's going to wait 300 days, then it's going to wait for the month which is in May. Once it's in May, it's only going to send a message on between Monday and Friday, and only between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the first email that it sends is obviously the reminder email. This comes from the name, whatever you choose, whatever your email, whatever the subject line. The great thing about these custom fields is that you can put Chimney Sweep reminder and you can actually add the customer's name within the subject line, which is fantastic. You can set a template for this particular email, or you can just write the email yourself. So my email goes something like this: Dear customer name, every year we send a reminder so it's not forgotten. Next steps, so you can book a sweep. So this is the link where I actually set the customer can go and actually book the chimney sweep themselves, and that takes them through the whole process of choosing the date, the time, and making the payment. So that saves me that whole process. And then it's you could also ask the customer to just tell us when you would like us to remind you if they don't want to actually book a sweep at that time, or if they've already had it swept for some reason, maybe this is an email in error. I've asked that as well, or maybe they've moved and they don't want to be reminded about a chimney sweep in future. Then I've just asked them to be removed from the database. So that's the basic email that I send out. And then I wait for 7 days. So you've got this wait delay, which you can wait as little as or as long as you want. Sometimes what I find is that the customers don't receive the emails, either because it's going into their spam folder, or just because they get so many emails that it just gets missed with all the other emails. So then we want to send an additional reminder, but before we send those reminders, we want to make sure that either the customer didn't see it, or that they haven't responded already. So we've got this. This is an opportunity where we add people to a pipeline. I'm not going to explain pipelines quite now, but it's just a way of actually keeping in touch with where a customer is in your sort of sales cycle or your cycle of booking. So in this one, I've got an opportunity called Chimney Sweep Reminders 2025. And then I've got a stage reminder sent. You can have a whole lot of different stages here. And I've got the name of the opportunity as well. And the source is a previous customer. And then I've got this, did the contact reply? So this will actually check whether the contact replied or not. Did the contact reply? Yes. If the contact replied, that's great. And if no, that's fine too. So we've got a yes branch and we've got a no branch. In the yes branch, we've got an update the opportunity. We've got a task. So I want to check. So this automatically sets a task for a particular staff member. In this case, it's myself, and the task is name follow up. So I want to follow up this customer and just make sure that the booking or what's actually happened. I want to have some type of reminder in there. I've also got an internal notification, and these notifications actually go to your staff member. So these can be either by email, SMS, or just a notification on your computer. And in this way, I've sent it to my email address, and I want to the reminder is subject, the name of the customer, and responded to reminder. So here I have just a very simple email that's going to come to me saying the particular customer responded to the customer reminder, please check and follow up. So I want to make sure that I check that up. And then I've got this wait, and this wait is just for me because I want to keep the customer within the automation, just so I can keep on developing the automation and I don't lose them out there in case I want to send them somewhere else. So now what if the customer doesn't actually click on the link or reply to the email or do any of the actions that I've specified within the contact reply? This is in the none branch, and in the none branch I'm going to then, after these 7 days, I'm going to send the customer a second email. So the email is pretty much the same as the first one. Then I'm going to wait another 14 days, and then I'm going to check again whether the customer replied. Has the customer replied? If the customer is yes, he goes down this branch. If the customer hasn't replied, goes down this branch. So if the customer did reply, then I send myself a notification that they replied just to check it out. Also update the opportunity, I add a task, and then I've put them in a wait condition there just so I keep them within the automation. And if the customer says no, then I'm going to do these things. I'm going to, first of all, because I've sent them 2 emails now it's time to get serious and start sending text messages. So now if the customer haven't received the emails, either maybe it's going to a spam folder or something like that, then I'm going to do this condition check, and I want to check whether the customer has a mobile number, because I don't want to be sending text messages to landlines, because actually it's quite irritating and people don't want to receive text messages on landlines, but they're more than happy to if they've got a mobile. So I want to check that they've got a mobile number. If they've got a mobile number, I'm going to wait 4 days, and then I'm going to send them a reminder, and I can also send them a WhatsApp SMS as well. So this is a WhatsApp message. This WhatsApp message is a template, and the template is very simple. It says, hey, hi, customer, just a quick reminder that your chimney sweep is due. Respond back with a yes, and I'll send you a booking link. And I think I also respond back with no, and I'll not contact you again until next year. So that's my basic message for that, and I think it's the same for the SMS as well. Now, if they don't have a mobile number, I'm going to send I'm going to send them a third email, and probably this is the last email. But the other thing I can do is, because I want to make sure that they've actually replied to something. So I'm going to set a go-to, and this go-to will take them all the way back to the start. And this is going to run them through the whole automation all over again, because I want to make sure that actually they do get reminded, or there's some type of contact with the customer. The same thing for the no. And this will hold them in the automation, and then actually I can go back to the customer. If I go back here, you can see I was actually in that automation there. The automation was May 2025, and that's me sitting inside there. In fact, another thing about the automations which is awesome is that you can see within the automation like who's actually enrolled. You can see here I was enrolled on June the 10th, and I'm in a wait state. I'm waiting for a particular time. And here I can also take myself out. I can see from the execution logs exactly what happened with me here. So if I click on this one here, okay, so that actually selecting the name is taking me directly to the contact, which is great. So within the contact field itself, so this is a CRM, I can scroll down, or I can just minimize this field here, this folder. So I'm going to scroll down, and these are the workflows that the customer's actually been through. So you can see it right now. This customer's active in Chimney Sweep Reminders May 2025. So say for example, I've been sort of notified that the customer has been sent a reminder by email, and then I don't want to send them again. I don't want them to keep on going through the automation. All I need to do is come over here, and I just can close that down. It's going to say, are you sure you want to remove some mesh from the workflow? and then I'll just remove them like that. Super simple. It's also going to tell me here which workflows the customer has been through in the past. So I can see I've been through 3 different workflows there. And here you can see the opportunities. So these are the pipelines that the customer's in. Currently in missed call, and missed call, you can see I didn't get to the stage where I actually went into the reminders sort of pipeline. Yeah, so this is the field here. I can see, like, I've done a few testing, obviously sending to myself. This was an inbound call, so I actually called the system. It created an opportunity here, and then my automation said, hey, hi there, this is the missed call text back automation. Hi there, sorry you missed a call. A member of the team will contact you as soon as we are back in the office. Can you let us know what your inquiry is? So that's the first message that I send if somebody misses a call. And then I also sent that same message via WhatsApp as well. So if the customer has a WhatsApp, you send it via text and by WhatsApp. It's really cool. And then the customer, I actually called the system and left a voicemail, and then I did that test again. And again, it sent them, hi, thanks for your message, and maybe your team will contact as soon as you're back in the office. And then I sent another message, I think. Oh yeah, actually, this is funny because this is 2 different automations running at the same time. So my automation left a message with them, and then I phoned another one of my sub accounts, and they left a message with me. So that's the automation's working really well there. So it says, could you let you know specific inquiry? This way we can share and tell me who contacts you. So obviously this is not going to happen to a customer because a customer is not going to have another system, but this is how it works. So that's quite a long video, so I'm just going to leave it there. I know it looks pretty complicated, but actually the only thing you really need to worry about is, if you're running the system as yourself, is you're just at the end of the day, you're going to come, and once you finish your sweep, there's so many different ways you can do this, but one particular way is just coming down here and then choosing, if you don't want to remind, you can just click that. It's not going to remind them, but just choosing what date you want reminded there, and then choosing your last chimney sweep date as well. So pretty straightforward.